You mean bread and butterflies?
Oh, yes, of course.
Hey everyone, it's Kayla from KJ and Her Books, and welcome back to my channel. It is now July, and that means it's time for another TBR game, another edition of Cards Against Books, which is my TBR game that I created last year based on Cards Against Humanity. If you want to check out the past TBR game videos, I will leave a link down below to the playlist. I draw 2 black cards and 2 white cards. The black cards are genres and the white cards are book prompts, and I match them up and pick which one of the 2 choices I'm going to read for that month. It's simple, it's easy, it's fun, and it helps me with my reading. There's one book on this list that wasn't included in the Cards Against Books that I still need to read in the month of July, and that is Untamed, the 4th book in the House of Night series, which, as you probably know, I am doing a reread along of the House of Night series where we're basically rereading each of these books and doing a live show to talk about these books. And we are up to the 4th one, which is weird to say because I still haven't read the 3rd one. Oops. But so we'll be reading this one in July and having the live show in August. I am absolutely loving this series. I think it's a lot of fun and it's really making me feel nostalgic, and I'm just having a good time. Now let's get into the cards.
Like everything is new. The sunburst flowers calling on Monday's overdue. But I've caught like everything is new. The sunburst flowers calling on Monday's overdue. But I've
So as you can see, the first one I got was an anticipated classic. So this is a classic that I've really been looking forward to reading. And for this one, I'm going with The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I really need to get back into my whole reading classics, or at least trying to reading a classic book each month. So I'm really hoping that I can get this one read. It is one that has been on my list for ages and I only recently acquired it. I've heard so many good things about this, and I really want to see what it's all about. Life in the American colonies is harsh and made even harder by the strict moral code the Puritans impose on society. Hester Prynne's husband is assumed to have been lost at sea. Young, alone, and yearning for love, Hester indulges in a moment of passion with consequences at once joyous and devastating. Ostracized and isolated, living on the fringes of society with her newborn daughter, Hester is determined to stick to her own moral code, refusing to reveal the father of her child, working hard for the society that has shunned her, and bearing the scarlet letter of the adulterer without complaint. In Hester Prynne, Nathaniel Hawthorne created a true American heroine ahead of her time and an inspiration to women even today. So basically what I gather from the gist of this, from what I know of it, is that Hester has an affair with a married man or something like that, and she's just immediately shunned by society and has to wear a big red letter A embroidered on her clothing. But that's as far as I know, but I have a feeling I'm really going to enjoy it. It's been one that I've been wanting to read for a while. The next one that I got was a free pick that has been adapted to either a TV show or film, and for this one I'm going with The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. This is one I would not normally pick, but I have recently been wanting to read a lot more thrillers, and this is one that I've heard a lot of really good things about. It has also been recently turned into a movie as well. What did she see? It's been 10 months since Anna Fox last left her home. 10 months during which she has haunted the rooms of her old New York house, lost in her memories, too terrified to step outside. Anna's lifeline to the real world is her window, where she sits watching her neighbours. When the Russells move in, Anna is instantly drawn to them. A picture-perfect family, they are an echo of the life that was once hers. But one evening, a scream rips across the silence and Anna witnesses something horrifying. Now she must uncover the truth about what really happened. But if she does, will anyone believe her, and can she even trust herself? So what I know of this is I think Anna is agoraphobic, and that's about it. But it's really giving me Rear Window kind of vibes, and it sounds incredible, so I'm looking forward to reading this. Like I said, I've only recently been wanting to pick up thrillers. My friend Tracy over on Bookstagram, she reads a lot of thrillers, so I've come across some really good recommendations from her, from seeing her posts and her photos of the books that she's been reading. So this one, it sounds really, really good. I know a lot of people have read it and really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy it too. I find that the thrillers that I have read have been quite quick and easy to get through and easy to read, so I'm hoping that this will be the same.
December flowers calling on Mondays overdue, but I've caught like everything is new. December flowers calling on Mondays overdue, but I've.
The next one was a fantasy that is a 5-star prediction. So for this one, I'm going with Part of Your World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. This is one of the Disney Twisted Tales, and I have like a love-hate relationship with them. Some of these books I've really enjoyed and some of them I have not. I'm hoping that I enjoy this one, considering it is a Little Mermaid Twisted Tale, and I love The Little Mermaid. So I'm hoping that I gel with this one. I'm hoping that I enjoy it. It sounds really, really good. From what I know, it is 5 years after the original Little Mermaid story, except Ursula won. So everyone thinks King Triton is dead, Ariel has no voice and she's still a mermaid living in Atlantica, and Ursula has taken over Prince Eric's kingdom. But there's also rumors that King Triton is alive, so there's the whole like adventure scenario trying to work out how to take back the kingdom and how to fix everything. But it sounds really good, and I love Little Mermaid, and I just want to see how this author goes about changing the Little Mermaid, and yeah, I'm intrigued. And the last one is a historical fiction that is also a 5-star prediction. For this one, I'm going with Lying with Lions by Annabelle Fielding. I was given the opportunity to read and review this on NetGalley, which I don't do often because I just don't have the time to go on NetGalley and read books that I don't actually own. It's weird. I was messaged by the author and the book sounded really intriguing, so I thought, why not give it a go? I'm also going to be participating in a book tour as well at the end of the month for it too, so hence why I need to read this one. But I feel like this really could be a 5-star read just by the way it sounds. Edwardian England. Agnes Ashford knows that her duty is threefold. She needs to work on cataloguing the archive of the titled Bryant family. She needs to keep the wounds of her past tightly under wraps. And she needs to be quietly grateful to her employers for taking her up in her hour of need. However, a dark secret she uncovers due to her work thrusts her into the Bryants' brilliant orbit and into the clutch of their ambitions. They are prepared to take the new century head-on and fight for their preeminent position and political survival tooth and nail, and not just to the first blood. With a mix of loyalty, competence, and well-judged silence, Agnes rises to the position of a right-hand woman to the family matriarch, the cunning and glamorous Lady Helen. I am very intrigued by this. It sounds really good. I mean, Edwardian England, historical fiction is my jam, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. I've got it on the ebook, so I shouldn't have trouble getting through it, I'm hoping, but it sounds really, really good, and yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be a 5-star. I'm hoping. That's my prediction. It's going to be a 5-star. There you go, guys. Those are my 4 books plus an ebook that I plan on reading in the month of July. I think this is going to be a good TBR. There's a nice little mix in here of various different genres and stories. So I think I'm going to have a good time in July. And if you made it to the end of this video, please comment down below your current favorite emoji, the one that you're using the most of right now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!